Hello everybody, it is TELOS Tuesday, and that means it's time for another episode of the TELOS Keys to Unlock Breakthroughs every time you play. This week's key will give you the information you need to know when and how to let go. And without further ado, I'm going to let go and we're going to dive in. All right, time to dive into TELOS key number 7. Knowing exactly when to let go. Using TELOS to unlock breakthroughs in every lesson, we must let go of our specific and prioritized agenda when it conflicts with body-mind harmony. In order to know exactly when to let go, we must develop the awareness to know when we have body-mind harmony and to know when we don't. TELOS provides us with a whole lot of tools to do exactly that. The awareness of this moment will become more and more precise as we pay attention to the body's voice and it becomes an equal partner in fulfilling our agenda. But let's take a moment to really hone in on knowing exactly where the lines are for us to make the choice when to let go of our agenda. In order to do that, we need to clarify the role of stress in our lives. Contrary to popular belief, stress is not unhealthy. Stress is the essential catalyst for all growth. In fact, without stress, we would die. It is unnecessary stress that is unhealthy and is destroying our well-being as well as our wallets. If we take a look at the TELOS performance curve, we can see where TELOS draws the lines for letting go. The blue part of the curve represents the amount of necessary stress we need in order to become active and engaged. This is the part of the curve where we're producing some adrenaline. When we get to the green part of the curve, we have the right balance of stress and adrenaline and relaxation and dopamine in order to experience what I refer to as the effortless zone or body-mind harmony. At a quantity of stress, we feel fatigue, and that is represented by the yellow part of the curve. Body-mind harmony begins breaking down when we feel fatigue. This is the moment where we have to make a choice. If we keep going and adding more and more stress, we will eventually become exhausted, and that is represented by the orange part of the curve. After exhaustion comes breakdown and then burnout, as you can see by the red part of the curve. I gave you this graph so you could compare where TELOS draws the line to let go and where the hard way draws the line to let go. It's important to remember that anytime we reach the yellow of fatigue, the body will begin breaking down, and that breaking down is the catalyst for growth. In TELOS, when we enter the yellow part of the curve, we simply make whatever adjustments are needed in order to return to the green part of the curve, labeled as the effortless zone. But it is absolutely vital that we understand that it is not bad for us to be in the yellow. It's essential. Remember, stress is essential for growth. In TELOS, it's the toggling back and forth between the yellow and the green where the growth occurs. Okay, now, in the hard way, it's less clear where to draw the line for letting go. Most of the hard way approaches that I know of require us to move much further toward the orange. And where exactly to stop seems to be based on external goals that our mind has set and has determined are more important than the feedback we are getting from our body. Some of the hard way approaches promote going right to the edge of exhaustion with the intention to stop just short of the breakdown, which is an illness or an injury. The trouble with the hard way approaches for me is that we're human, which means we're going to make mistakes. When we make a mistake, we often become injured, sick, or both, and then we have to heal before we can go back to the beginning and start again. And if we aren't enjoying the process we're using to reach our goals, it becomes very depressing to have to keep starting over and over and over. So to make sure I'm being crystal clear, when you play using TELOS, you have a very identifiable point in yourself for exactly when to let go of your agenda. And that point is when you lose the connection to body-mind harmony. And as you practice your commitment to the top priority, you will become more and more precise at noticing the loss of connection. And that ability is the key to unlocking breakthroughs every time you play. All right, that is this week's key to unlocking breakthroughs every time you play. Take it out on the court, try it, and comment and share your experience or your questions. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you aren't yet subscribed, now is the time. Oh, and if you don't want to miss any new TELOS videos, click on that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Until then, enjoy the adventure, and remember, observation without judgment is the key to awareness. And awareness is the key to everything.